Hello, and welcome to another episode of Focus on Hope. We have two exciting guests today. One is Sherry Twomley of the Amigos Verde Valley, and we have Natalia Molina of the Verde Valley Caregivers. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having
I
us.
would like for you to tell us about your program.
Okay, we have a program called Amigos del Verde Valley Volunteer Coalition, providing the exclusive volunteer service in all of the Verde Valley, specifically Cottonwood, Clarkdale, and Verde Villages, which is yard care, exterior home repairs, and wheelchair ramps.
Wow. You have a lot of volunteers?
We have a small crew, but they're very talented. They're very, very skilled.
Yes. How long have you been doing this?
We started this particular organization in 2013 as a spin-off of what we had been doing before.
What were you doing before?
We have done massive cleanups in the city and the highways. We had done senior home repairs. We had done different events.
Oh, wow. Volunteer.
We're all volunteer. None of us are paid, and we do not get any cash donations.
Wow. Natalia, tell us about your organization.
Well, I am the operations manager at Verde Valley Caregivers Coalition. And since 1992, Verde Valley Caregivers has helped seniors live independently in their homes. When we started off with 50 volunteers helping 80 seniors. We call them neighbors. This year, we are slated to help approximately 1,000 seniors who are our neighbors with the help of approximately 300 volunteers. And I'm very happy to be here today to talk about collaboration and the hope that brings, because Verde Valley Caregivers can't do it all alone. Amigos of the Verde Valley and many organizations like it really help in helping our seniors live independently in their homes.
Wow. Wow. Wow, my mother could use your help. She lives in Kansas City, Missouri, though. Yeah. So what do your workers do exactly?
So we have many volunteer opportunities available. We have a call center, and in that call center, we field about 70 to 100 calls a day from seniors, social workers, the hospitals, collaborating organizations. We have a medical alert unit program. Now you have to have certain qualifications for that, but we can have volunteers help install those.
Medical alert, what does that mean?
The pendants, when somebody falls, they press that pendant and 911 is dispatched right
like
away.
The lady on the commercial.
That's exactly it.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's it. That's
Okay.
really, really it. Now, we only give that to a select number of people who are at high risk for falling or who are taking medications that make them high risk for falling. The other thing that we do is transportation to and from medical appointments and to and from food shopping. We have a team that works at the hospital to help some of our seniors transition from a medical procedure into their home. That follow-up is 30 days worth of support. Light handy person help. And this is really where Amigos helps us tremendously. When I say light, I mean we help people change light bulbs. Or if somebody has a leaky faucet, we help with that. But if something is bigger, like yard work, we don't do yard work. Massive trash cleanup, we don't do that. That's where Amigos helps. We do some business help, holiday distribution of gifts.
Business help. What kind of business help?
A lot of our seniors have the mail pileup, are having trouble reconciling the checkbook. That's the type of business help that we do. It's very light. And during the holidays, we also distribute gifts. And finally, we have a thrift store in Uptown Sedona.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. Silver Linings Thrift Store. It's on 345 Jordan, on the corner of Jordan and Apple Avenue. And we have volunteers that staff that. And then last but not least, Eve, if there's something else somebody can think of, we're open to that. In fact, this gift here that I have for you is created by the barbers. Now, the barbers are volunteers with us, but they're not traditional volunteers. In other words, they don't do any of the things that I mentioned. They called me and they said, Natalia, we make these flower arrangements. Do you think that your neighbors would appreciate this?
Oh.
Absolutely. I call them cups of kindness because they're literally cups that they gather, and the husband and wife team put that together for our seniors.
That is beautiful. That's very nice. Thank you.
Sure.
Do you have any special things coming up?
We have twice a year massive cleanups. We do about 14 homes biannually in a program called Lend a Hand.
Okay.
And we get a lot of referrals from Verde Valley Caregivers. We do a lot of their clients. We also get referrals from the fire departments, people that have combustible weeds and overgrowth that are really fire hazards.
Okay.
And we do that throughout the year. We might get calls for flooding during the monsoon where we bring out sandbags. So we're there to help. We're just a call away.
You told me about some event that you gave away 2 bikes.
Yes, that was a massive cleanup that I did with the city of Cottonwood and Chip Davis in Yavapai County in 2012. And before that, I did the Bright Heart Awards for Volunteers of the Year.
Bright Heart, explain that.
I had an event called the Bright Heart Awards where there were 22 nominees for Volunteers of the Year. And Governor Brewer got involved,
Okay.
and Mayor Jones from Cottonwood. We had a big ceremony, and we had a ballroom dance theme. It was a wonderful, wonderful event, and we had a posthumous award to Beth Kerrigan, Light Heart Foundation, and we had dance tributes. We had lots of fun.
Wow. What are some of your upcoming events, Natalia?
The big upcoming event that we have that I want to make sure that I get correctly is on October 23rd. That's a Thursday from 5 to 9 p.m. We are having our annual fundraiser, and it's going to be a great splash. There will be a silent auction, there will be a live auction. Some of our premier artists in the Verde Valley have donated beautiful pieces of artwork, as well as vendors from our community have donated gift certificates to different events.
Some of the people are named some of the gifts that will be auctioned away.
Well, some of the gifts that were given away last year, because they're still being coming in.
Coming in, yes.
And I'm not familiar with all of them.
Okay.
But like last year, there were spa gift certificates. There were massage gift certificates. I believe that there were some helicopter rides. It's amazing. But the artwork this year is tremendous. There are pieces of art that are Southwestern pieces for people who are into that, contemporary pieces of art, jewelry. It is going to be a wonderful event, so I encourage people to explore it. It's on our website, www.vvcaregivers.org.
Repeat it.
www.v as in Victor, V as in Victor, caregivers with an S.org for our annual fundraiser event on October 23rd.
Oh, and where will it be held?
It will be at the Hilton in the village of Oak Creek.
Oh, wow.
Hmm?
It's not formal, is it?
Well, we will be giving out masks, but I would say it's semi-formal.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen some gentlemen really dress up, but the majority of the people are in casual attire.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get involved in the cleanup yourself?
I go out and assess some of the properties so we know what equipment we need, what work is involved, and if it's feasible, and then schedule.
Uh-huh.
And I do have a foreman, so he goes out and assesses anything that I don't cover to to make sure that we have the proper equipment and we can do the job when we need to.
Where do you get the equipment?
We have some donations from Home Depot and a couple people that live in our community. But most of it is owned by the volunteers. We have groundhogs, we have lots of equipment, and just depends on the terrain and the individual home that we're dealing with. Sometimes we have brush that is hanging over the house, which is a fire hazard. So that entails different equipment.
Now, I see you have 3 different programs. Tell me about them.
Okay. The first one is the one I mentioned, the Amigos Lend a Hand program, where twice a year, people that are on the waiting list in May and October will get their house yards done, and sometimes we'll do some minor exterior home repairs on that day, but it's all in one morning, so it's a big, massive thing where we have to have commercial bins, and we have to have a lot of volunteers show up at the same time, and we go in teams of like 3 people to each home.
How many volunteers have showed up?
Well, on those days, we usually have about 25 volunteers.
Wow.
So we can get everything done in 3.5 hours.
Wow.
So it's a big effort.
Yes.
Because we'll do, last time we did 9 homes in Cottonwood, 4 in the Verde Village, and 2 in Clarkdale on the same morning.
Wow. And you coordinate all this?
Yes.
Wow. And tell me about the other 2 programs.
Okay, we have a heart-to-heart program, which is an Adopt a Yard program, where some of these seniors we can see need long-term help. And we will go back on a regular basis and take care of all their needs. One lady, for example, is in a gang area where the fence got kicked down and she couldn't have her dog in the yard.
Okay.
So we fixed her fence. Next time she needed sandbags. So we just take care of those people, and we call it Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart.
And then we have an Amigos Safe Yard program, and that came about because we have taken care of elderly people that live in remote areas, rural areas, where weeds are up to their window. And they're an extreme fire hazard, and they could not survive if they're in a manufactured home more than 3 minutes. The house would be burned down. So we'll clear away that brush and anything that's combustible and make sure it's destroyed.
Okay. And the ramp program?
The wheelchair ramps is really my favorite program because we've met some of the best people that have not been in their backyard for 4 years to feed the birds or whatever they like to do. And it's a lot of fun to help people get over the threshold that just couldn't make that one extra leap.
Oh, it's precious.
Yes, it really is.
Yes, it is. How do you do fundraising?
Well, we're just lucky. If I need some lumber, I will just take chocolates to Home Depot or go to ProBuild or talk to Networks. And somebody will come up with it.
Yes.
Or one of my volunteers will buy the lumber. So we're just very, very generous. We just find a way.
Wow.
Every time something will come up.
May I interrupt? Sherry, I have
Yes.
exciting news.
Okay.
And I've been holding on to it because I wanted to share it with you. Verde Valley Caregivers, we just received a grant from Home Depot to help people with home repairs.
Oh, wow.
The grant is specifically for veterans, spouses of veterans, family of veterans. Between now and February 25th, we have $5,000 that we can spend. And I know that the Amigos,
Yes.
as soon as they told us this, I said,
Wow.
I've got to talk to Sherry because I know
Yes.
that she can help us she and her team can help us identify families that need lumber for the ramps. Maybe somebody needs a new refrigerator, whatever it takes. So I wanted to let you know that's where the hope comes in. We can't do it all by ourselves. The Amigos can't do it all by ourselves. You can't always be taking chocolates to them. Home Depot is supporting us. So
Well,
I'm looking forward
that makes
to this.
really exciting.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Just telling you.
That is so exciting.
Isn't
Oh
it?
my gosh. We have 2 carpenters. We have people that are really highly skilled that can take on this challenge.
Yes. Now, the people, what what qualifies a person to take advantage of your program?
We do talk about low income as being a criterion. The reason is we have people that are much higher in need, especially paraplegics, that we put on our priority list first. And some people really can afford to do their own yard work. And if we see that, we're not going to be there.
Okay.
We have a lot of people that really are in dire need, and they come first.
Do you have qualifications for people?
We do in some respects, and for other things, we don't. All of the services that I mentioned that we offer, the transportation, the medical alert, all of the services that we offer are free to the seniors living in the Verde Valley, irrespective of income, okay? However, the medical alert unit, we have had a number of calls from people that live alone and they want to have that security. We do have an eligibility for that, and it's really, I'm going to reiterate what I said before. You have to be at high risk for falling. Maybe you have fallen a lot of times in the past several months, or you have to be taking medication that makes you unsteady on your feet.
Okay.
We just don't have the funds to give medical alerts to everyone. But that's the only one that is really rigid and in place. And of course, the other services, you have to be a resident of the Verde Valley. But other than that, we do not discriminate on the basis of finances or income.
How does that work, the medic alert?
Well, we just got a new batch in, and
Okay.
they are literally plug and play, meaning we get the device, there's a little home device, and you plug it into your phone jack. You must have a landline,
Okay.
You must have a landline, and then they activate the medical pendant, and the new ones that we have dial 911 directly. So you have to be within your home, within 400 feet of that unit.
Okay.
If you fall, you just push the button and it'll go right through your landline and call 911. Now, some people wear it around their neck, and some people choose to get a little coil and wear it around their wrist. But it's been very, very effective and highly requested.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You established in 2013.
Yes.
What are your plans? Do you have any upcoming plans?
Yes, we're evolving every day. New programs are coming up. And of course, this is another opportunity that I just learned about today where we can help veterans. And this is something I've been after for quite a while. Both of my parents were veterans, my mother included.
Okay.
So that's very close to my heart. So we will be expanding because we've been very successful and we have very happy clients. And I think there's a lot of need that we haven't even touched.
Oh, wow. I need for both of you to recite your phone numbers for people can reach you. You first, Sherry.
Gotcha.
Okay, you can reach me either by telephone or email. My phone number is 928-639-1666.
Say it again.
639-1666. And my email address is amigosverdevalley@gmail.com. amigosverdevalley@gmail.com.
Thank you for saying that. And you?
The best way to reach Verde Valley Caregivers, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., okay? 928-204-1238. Let me repeat that.
Okay.
The phone line's open 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., 204-1238.
Okay. And the receptionist is nice.
Yes.
I talked to her.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
She's very nice.
Yes.
How many paid employees do the caretakers have?
Verde Valley Caregivers has 10 paid employees. We have the executive director, We have the communications manager, operations manager, the manager of the care transitions team, the coordinator for the call center,
Yes.
whom you have spoken with, the mobility manager, the medical alert coordinator,
Yes.
and then we have 3 other nurses on the team. I hope that adds to 10.
Well, yeah.
If it doesn't, I know we have 10.
Now yours is all volunteer.
We are all volunteer, and these people are working really for free. And all we appreciate when our clients obviously make cookies for us and things like that, because it makes people want to come back and do more.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that.
Now you were in marketing before, weren't you?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I spent many, many years in Fortune 500 companies and then Silicon Valley as director of marketing worldwide, and did a lot of events and did a lot of this, but not on the level I wanted to, and this is why I came here about 10 years ago.
Where were you before?
Before this, I've really done a lot of nonprofit work, and that's always been near and very dear to my heart. I've been very fortunate that way because I really believe that the greatest work anyone can do, whether it's for 2 hours a month or to make a career and a livelihood of it, it's to serve.
To serve.
It really is to serve, and that's why I get so excited about this work. That's why I get so excited working with Sherry, because she really wants to serve the community really, really, really well. That's why I get excited about being here today, because I know if we get one phone call from this,
yes,
it will be exciting, because that person will be calling because they want to serve the community.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yes.
is there anything that your organization needs that you can put out to the public?
We're always in need of volunteers. And if something here is not of interest to you, we can always find something else that might be of interest to you or that might make your heart sing. And I was telling this to Sherry and other people when we were talking in the green room. I am now committed to the fact that if we can't find a spot for you in the organization, in other words, if I cannot engage you right away into something, there are other organizations with whom we partner, serving seniors, serving children, it doesn't matter, serving animals. I will make sure that I will make that referral and say, hey, we may not be able to use you here, but this organization might really need you. What do you think? So that's my commitment, because the value of a volunteer, it's priceless. You
Yes.
cannot put a price on that at all.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, if you or someone you know needs help in their yard, please have them call me. I'm just a phone number away. I don't want to see seniors getting injured, and especially during the monsoon. There's a lot of weeds and a lot of problems out there.
Yes. We've had a nice monsoon, haven't we?
We had a really good one. Unfortunately, there are a couple neighborhoods that did get flooded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, on the cusp of what I just said before, if you are a veteran and if you are in need of home repair, please call 204-1238. Let's see how we, along with the Amigos and the Home Depot Foundation, might be able to help you out since we've received this generous funds.
Okay.
Okay?
I like once again for you both to say your numbers. You, Sherry.
Okay, it's Sherry Twomley at 928-639-1666.
And you?
204-1238.
Okay. It's been a pleasure talking to both of you and to meet you. Sherry,
Thank you very much for having us.
Natalia.
Thank you very much.
Well, interesting show. Tune in next time for Focus on Hope. My name is Eve Moffett. I'll see you then.